Hey there, fools. Mizzah Tee here, and I'm teed off. This one is gonna be straight up, no chaser, no, my usual comical kind of censoring, bleeping, and all that stuff. Just straight up. I'm not the one to get, like I said, I've made fun of teed off before by saying none of this stuff really tees me off, and it doesn't. I usually just get really annoyed by just stupid crap. But occasionally it's good. It's authentic to be authentic in your quote unquote anger or your annoyance. And I'm gonna be doing that today. I've mostly tried to hold my tongue on this stuff. It just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back. I'm sure I've touched on it in previous videos. Briefly here, briefly there. Point here, point there. But this one will be just like a focused rant, I guess. And it's just me being annoyed with the reoccurring bullshit. It's just reoccurring. It will not stop. Basically, people who are, embarrassed about being a Nintendo fan or ashamed, even if you will, about, liking Nintendo because of the kitty image and all this stupid, immature crap. The Switch is also bringing out now the Wii and Wii U is just complete garbage crowd. Basically, now that we have the Switch, which is a more quote unquote traditional console, even though it's not, the Wii and Wii U is just trash now, But these dudes who say this, who say, oh no, the gimmicks and the blah, 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 never said that during the actual, life cycle, or at least during the time where, it wasn't quote unquote safe to say that. For the first 2.5 years of the Wii U's life cycle, these people were not complaining about a damn thing. Actually, they wanted more gimmicks. They were complaining that the Wii U gamepad didn't offer, there weren't enough games that used the Wii U gamepad, so they wanted more gimmick, so it's really odd for those people to turn around and say, I'm tired of gimmicks. And it's really incredulous. You have no credibility when you say that, coming from the person who didn't say anything during the Wii. I don't know a lot. I haven't really been on here during the Wii generation on YouTube, but the end of the Wii's life cycle and the Wii U, I've been on here, and these people weren't complaining about the Wii. They definitely weren't complaining about the Wii U early on, but now it's safe. Now it's safe to poo-poo everything that the Wii and Wii U stood for. Now gimmicks are terrible. It's just the dumbest shit ever. Like, Nintendo started out with gimmicks, like Rob the Robot, the Power Glove, and on and on. Like, this is nothing new for Nintendo. Well, you can say, well, it wasn't forced. They didn't force you to any gimmicks. And I guess the Wii forced you, the original, the Wii forced you to a gimmick because you had to use the motion controller, and even though there was a pro controller and whatnot for it, the standard controller for the Wii is a motion controller, and I love it. But I'm not going to go into what you feel about that, how you feel about that. But I know that these people weren't complaining. Really, I didn't see them during late Wii and early Wii U. So now to come out and say, oh, gimmicks are horrible, get rid of the gimmicks, is a bit, you have no credibility. And then the crying about platformers and mini game collections. What the fuck? Like, that's what Nintendo started as. NES. Duck Hunt is a mini game collection. Super Mario Brothers is a platformer. Kirby platformer. All Donkey Kong. All these are platforms. This is what Nintendo bread and butter started off as, and they branched out and did other things. They had the Zeldas and the Metroids, but the Metroid is a platformer too. But it's obviously an adventure action game as well. But all this crying about stuff that was never cried about before, that is fundamental Nintendo, quote unquote gimmicks, was fundamental Nintendo, quote unquote platformers and mini games. Fundamental Nintendo. I mean, what name a Nintendo console didn't have a mini game collection or a quote unquote gimmick? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, you have no credibility crying about this stuff now. Like, I have no problem with the people who said from the beginning they didn't like the gimmicks, or, shitted on Wii and shitted on Wii U, and they're still doing so. I can't complain about those people because they've always been that way. But it's the people who not only didn't say anything, but defended the shit out of Wii and Wii U. But now these people, like, they want to be credible when they talk bad about platformers and talk bad about all this other stuff when it comes to Nintendo. Like, get out of here. I don't believe you. I'm sorry, I don't believe you. You have no credibility when it comes to that stuff. You can feel how you want to feel, but don't keep shoving that in my face like you are some kind of champion of this from the get-go. No, I don't want to hear it from you. I'll take it from the haters. I'll take it from, people who said it from the beginning, but I'm not going to hear it from you. Like, come on. But let's be honest, a lot of these Captain HiNDSiGHTs are not going to take responsibility for their previous stances. They're not going to do that. They're not going to take responsibility for how they used to talk and, acted when it came to, Nintendo gimmicks. So they're not going to do that. What they are going to do is be like, well, I was trying to give Nintendo a chance to prove to me that, this dual screen thing or this wavy controller thing was going to be really intuitive and do something, that I would be, amazed by. Come off that. Like, if you play something, you pick something up and you play it, and you play it for a little while, maybe an hour, 2 hours tops, and it's just not your thing. Like, it's just not your thing to look down at the screen and look up at the, the TV screen, look down at your controller screen and look at the TV. If that's not something for you, you're going to know that pretty soon. You're not going to give them years to prove that is something you would like. It's something I like. I obviously enjoy my Wii U gamepad. I think it's a great controller, especially for like RPGs where you're doing, inventory management and all that stuff. It's great for that. And some of these dudes, some of these Captain HiNDSiGHTs have said the exact same thing before. But now it's safe. It's safe to come out and say these things about Nintendo, because everybody is, kind of chill right now, and it's just like they're waiting for the new console. So it's safe to come out and just dismantle and poo-poo everything Nintendo has done before. And I get it. It's lame. It's obvious. I get it. I really do. But get this. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear from you because I know where you've been. I know where you came from. And you can't just erase that stuff. Stuff that I've seen, stuff that I've read from you. You can't just erase it. No matter how many videos or how many comments or whatever, how many tweets, you can't erase where you were to me. So, and people will try. It's called revisionist history. People always do revisionist history to make people think they didn't do something before when they did. I know better. Please stop. And yeah. Yeah. I guess, that's my mini rant. My teed off. What do you think? Are you tired of the Captain HiNDSiGHTs out there with their capes fluttering, talking about this and that when it comes to Nintendo? Like, for me, it's annoying. I'm sick of hearing it. It's the same old tune. Play a different tune. Buy a new guitar. Your amp is fluttering. Something's wrong. Like, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to hear it anymore. Like, move on to something else, because this song is old and tired, and you need a new beat. Something ain't right. Like, come on, enough. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Am I wrong for this? I've held my tongue for quite some time on this. It's just gotten to a point where it's annoyed me to the point where I had to say something. So again, that's it for this one, and I'll see you fools next time. Peace out.
Thank you all for watching Mizzah Tee